Edward VII, the eldest son of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, was born into a life of immense privilege and suffocating expectation. From a young age, he chafed under his parents' strict regime, yearning for a taste of freedom and pleasure. The heir apparent, nicknamed Bertie by his family, possessed an undeniable charm and charisma that drew people to him. Beneath the surface, however, lurked a rebellious spirit and a voracious appetite for life's indulgences. As a young man, Bertie embarked on a series of dalliances with actresses and courtesans, much to the dismay of his parents. His tutors found him difficult, his interests frivolous. His father, Prince Albert, despaired of his son's lack of seriousness and dedication to duty. Bertie's escapades became increasingly bold, whispered about in hushed tones within the walls of Buckingham Palace. The Prince of Wales, however, remained unfazed by the whispers and disapproving glances. He embraced a life of pleasure with open arms, seemingly oblivious to the potential consequences of his actions. In 1861, Bertie's reckless behaviour exploded into a full-blown scandal that rocked the British monarchy. During a military training exercise in Ireland, the prince became embroiled in a scandalous affair with an actress named Nellie Clifton. News of Bertie's infidelity spread like wildfire, reaching Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, who were horrified by their son's actions. The Queen, still mourning the recent loss of her beloved mother, was devastated by the scandal. She blamed Bertie for his father's declining health, convinced that the stress of the situation had contributed to his demise. The Prince Consort, already unwell, travelled to Cambridge to confront his son. Albert returned to Windsor, a broken man. Within weeks, he was dead. The official cause was typhoid fever, but many whispered that a broken heart had hastened his demise. Victoria, consumed by grief and rage, blamed Bertie for his father's death. Queen Victoria, plunged into mourning, retreated from public life. She regarded Bertie with a mixture of anger and disgust, holding him responsible for the death of her beloved Albert. "You have sent your father to his grave," she wrote to him in a fury. The Queen's relationship with her son never fully recovered from the scandal. Victoria showered affection on her other children, particularly her eldest daughter, Vicky, who resembled Albert in both looks and temperament. Bertie, ostracised and adrift, sought solace in the arms of other women, further distancing himself from his family and the throne he was destined to inherit. The scandal cemented his reputation as a playboy prince, a label that would follow him for the rest of his life. Unburdened by responsibility, Edward indulged his every whim. His love of fashion became legendary. He travelled extensively, becoming a familiar face in the most exclusive circles of Parisian society. His love life became the stuff of legend. He frequented the most exclusive brothels where a private room was permanently reserved for him. One particularly scandalous rumour surrounded a custom-made love chair designed to accommodate his considerable girth and facilitate his numerous liaisons. The chair, said to be a gift from a wealthy admirer, became a symbol of the prince's decadence and excess. Despite the whispers and scandals, Edward remained a popular figure amongst the upper echelons of society. His charm, wit and undeniable charisma made him a sought-after guest at parties and social gatherings. The newspapers, while careful to avoid explicit details, hinted at his escapades, further fueling his reputation as a charming rogue.